Rabia of Barsa, or Rab'a al-Adawiyya as we know her. The poem I chose, can I start with the poem?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm sorry it's in English. There's so many poems for her, but the one that really touched me is this one, and I could only find it in the English language. And she says, "In my soul there is a temple, a shrine, a mosque, a church where I kneel. Prayer should bring us to an altar where no walls or names exist. Is there not a region of love where the sovereignty is illuminated nothing, where ecstasy gets poured into itself and becomes lost, where the wing is fully alive but has no mind or body? In my soul there is a temple, a shrine, a mosque, a church that dissolves in God." So Rabia is a Muslim saint, meaning that she had an impact on the spread of Islam, and a Sufi mystic. She was born in Iraq. Approximately, I'm thinking that it was in the end of the Umayyad Empire. This was when she was born. She was a very influential figure in Islam. She was the fourth daughter in her family, therefore she was called Rab'a, meaning the fourth, and she was born into a very poor family. When she was born, her parents did not have a cloth and did not have light in the house. So her father, on that day, got a dream of the Prophet telling him to go to the Emir of Barsa and ask him for help, or to send him a message. And this was when the Emir helped them. So they were a well-off family at that point when she was born. But it says that during a trip that they had, or a ride in a caravan, that she was stolen from her family and she was enslaved. So what she used to do is she used to pray all day and all night, and her master would hear her, and he felt that she was very different to the women, and fell in love with her voice, and felt that there was something holy about her, something more divine about her than anybody else, and decided he gave her two options. He said, either you are the mistress of the house and you have whatever you please, or you're free to go, and if you go, you have nothing in this world. And she said, I will go. And what she did is she went into exile, and not exile, but she separated herself from all worldly affairs, and all what she was left with was a pillow which was a brick, and very, very little things. She didn't have a house, she didn't own anything, and she dedicated all her time to prayer, and that was it. It was just prayer to God. And she strongly emphasizes that love for God should be pure, and she's the one who came up with the concept of al-ishq al-haqiqi. You should not love God because of paradise, and you should not fear God because of hell. And there's something so beautiful that she says. She says, "Oh God, if I worship you for fear of hell, burn me in hell, and if I worship you in hope of paradise, exclude me from paradise. But if I worship you for your own sake, grudge me not your everlasting beauty." And for me, why is Rab'a important? It's because people today, and I would point at extremists that think that their actions are for God, they always think of an end. They think that I'm gonna do this for paradise, and it's like, these people really don't care, even though they think that their actions are serving God. No, it's all to serve themselves, thinking that, oh, I'm doing this for paradise, I'm doing this for the virgins, I'm doing this for all that. No love for God. And I think if they did have that love for God, they wouldn't be doing these kind of actions. And today, me as an Egyptian, the name Rab'a is really associated with politics. It's associated with bloodshed. It's associated with really bad things that it's not supposed to be merged with. So it's very sad. And I feel like people like Khalil Gibran, and the professor pointed out to me that Ibn Arabi also had poems that are similar to what she is sharing in terms of how she talks about mosques and shrines, and joins them all in her poetry.
Definitely. Thank you, Rana. Thank you.